So, for years, it really felt like there was this, clear winner in the Android world, stock Android.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of us, me included, kind of thought it was the only way to get a really smooth, simple, up-to-date experience.
Mm-hmm. That was the common wisdom for sure.
And those custom versions, the Android skins from Samsung, LG, others, they just seemed kind of
Yeah.
clunky, bloated, slow.
Right. That perception was really, really strong. But, technology changes, and sometimes those old beliefs, well, they get challenged.
Exactly. And that's what we're doing today. We're diving into this idea, maybe a bit controversial for some. Android skins are good, actually.
Okay, I like it. Challenging the status quo.
Yeah, we're going to look at how they've evolved, what the benefits are now, how they tackled those old complaints, and, what it all means for you, the person using the phone. Our mission is basically to unpack where things stand with Android customization, pull out the key stuff from the sources, and help you see why these skins aren't just overlays anymore. They're actually pretty sophisticated, offering real value.
And maybe before we jump in too deep, we should clarify what we mean by skin, right? Because it's not quite the same as a launcher.
Good point, yeah. So what is an Android skin?
Okay, so a skin is the manufacturer's own take on Android. They modify the core operating system, change the user interface, sometimes quite a bit, and often add unique features you don't get with stock Android.
Like Samsung's single-take camera thing.
Exactly like that. That's a skin feature. A launcher, on the other hand, is just an app you install. It changes your home screen, your app drawer, how things look on the surface, but it doesn't mess with the deep system stuff like a skin does.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's set the scene historically, because understanding the past helps understand the present, right? Stock Android, back in the day, was praised for being clean.
Yep, minimal.
Minimal bloatware, those pre-installed apps nobody wanted. And the big one, fast updates, straight from Google.
That meant, supposedly, better performance, better security, because you got patches quicker. If you wanted the latest and greatest, stock was kind of the way.
Meanwhile, the custom UIs, the skins, they did offer features, lots of them sometimes. And, ways to change how everything looked.
True, customization was often a plus, but it came with downsides, as you said. Performance could be iffy, choppy animations, lag,
Yeah, dropped frames. Ugh.
and the updates. Oh, man, the updates were slow. Manufacturers had to take Google's new version and rebuild their entire skin around it. It took ages.
It was definitely a trade-off. And maybe some of us still think in those terms based on those older experiences.
It's very possible. Habits of thought die hard.
But as we'll see, the whole landscape has really, really shifted. So how did they change? Let's get into the evolution. Because modern skins, they're way more refined now.
They really are. Visually, things are actually starting to look more similar in some ways, like notification panels, settings menus, customization controls. There's more convergence. The differences aren't quite as jarring as they used to be.
Okay, interesting. But what about the core functionality?
Well, a huge development, maybe the most important one, is how many features Google decoupled from the main Android updates. They push them through Google Play services now.
Ah, right. So things like Quick Share or that theft detection lock feature, even AI stuff like Gemini.
Exactly. They can arrive as simple app updates. You don't need a full new Android version number anymore to get cool new capabilities.
Which totally changes the game for updates, right?
Completely. It means you're not necessarily missing out on cutting-edge features just because your phone's manufacturer takes a bit longer with the full OS update, that major historical drawback of skins. It's much less of an issue now.
Okay, that's a massive shift. So let's dig into why these modern skins actually excel now. What are the sort of pillars of value they bring? First up, personalization.
Oh yeah, this is where skins really flex their muscles. They offer way, way more options to tailor how your phone looks and feels compared to stock Android.
Like, beyond just changing the wallpaper.
Way beyond. Full-on theming systems. You can change color palettes across the whole UI, swap out fonts, tweak UI elements. Xiaomi's HyperOS, for instance, gives you tons of clock styles, live wallpapers.
And Samsung's Good Lock. People rave about that.
Right. Good Lock is like a whole separate toolkit. It lets you customize the lock screen, the quick settings panel, navigation buttons, themes, almost everything. It's incredibly deep.
And icons, too, right? You can use icon packs.
Yep, full icon pack support for a consistent look. And since Android 13, we even have those adaptive icons that pull colors from your wallpaper and theme.
So the bottom line for you, the user, is you get this amazing level of visual control. You can really make the phone yours.
Exactly. It becomes an extension of your style.
But it's not just looks. The real power maybe comes from the extra functionality skins add.
Absolutely. This goes way beyond aesthetics. Skins bring unique features, often tied directly to the manufacturer's hardware.
Take Samsung's One UI again. It's often called a heavy skin, but look what it offers. Advanced multitasking, better one-handed use features.
And DeX, turning your phone into a desktop-like experience. That's huge for productivity for some people.
Totally. Plus, Bixby routines for automation, way more powerful than basic Android stuff, and now they're integrating all that Galaxy AI stuff.
It's not just Samsung either. Xiaomi's HyperOS has its own control center, an ultra battery saver mode. OnePlus has Zen Space, trying to help you disconnect a bit.
Which, honestly, I could probably use.
We all could. And even Google's Pixel UI, which looks stock, isn't truly stock. It has exclusive AI features like Call Screen, Hold for Me, Magic Eraser.
Those are killer features, genuinely useful.
They really are. And Oppo's ColorOS 15 is pushing AI too, with an AI toolbox, AI writer, AI eraser, plus visual things like Aqua Dynamics for notifications.
So these aren't just small tweaks. They're significant additions, offering real utility, catering to different needs, even power users.
And it often comes down to that hardware-software synergy we touched on. Manufacturers design the skin to work best with their specific hardware.
Right, which makes sense. And that synergy, what does it actually mean in practice? Better camera performance.
It can, yeah. Optimized image processing pipelines, but also things like battery life and just overall responsiveness, making the phone feel snappier because the software is tailored to the chips, the screen, everything.
Like the OnePlus 13 example, people are saying its battery life is crazy good. That's not just the big battery, right? It's the Oxygen OS optimization, too.
Exactly. And the fast charging speeds they achieve, that's also hardware and software working together. Same with Samsung's top Galaxy phones, known for great battery life, despite all the features.
So in a world where lots of high-end phones use similar chips,
The software, the skin, becomes a massive differentiator. It's why we're seeing such good day-to-day experiences on many modern flagships. It's not just raw power, it's refinement.
and this leads into the whole user experience side, the design philosophies behind the skins. They're not all just throwing features at the wall.
Not at all. Many have very considered design approaches. OPPO talks about fluidity, intelligence, user-centric design, and ColorOS. They have their boundless design, a luminous rendering engine for realistic animations. It's about how it feels to use.
And Samsung's One UI, you mentioned the one-handed use focus, big headers, interactive stuff at the bottom for easy reach on large screens.
Right, that's a clear design philosophy aimed at usability. It shows real thought about how people actually hold and interact with their phones.
So the diversity here means you can pick a phone whose software philosophy matches how you like to use a device.
Precisely. It offers genuine choice in terms of aesthetics and interaction models.
Okay, so skins have evolved. They offer personalization, functionality, optimized performance. But what about those old criticisms? Let's revisit them first. Bloatware. Still a thing.
Yeah. To be honest, it still exists. Some skins, like Samsung's and Xiaomi's, do come with a fair number of their own apps pre-installed.
But is it as bad as it used to be?
Well, the crucial difference now is manageability. In many cases, you can actually uninstall or at least disable a lot of that bloatware yourself.
Okay. So you have some control. It's not just stuck there taking up space forever.
Exactly. You can clean things up quite a bit, which definitely mitigates the negative impact. It's less of a deal breaker than it perhaps once was.
All right, what about performance? That old ghost of lag and choppiness.
This is where we've seen massive improvements. Seriously, the strides in fluidity are huge. Oxygen OS 15 on OnePlus phones is frequently praised for being incredibly smooth.
Like buttery smooth.
That's the term people use. Samsung's One UI, especially the versions 7 and 8, has also gotten much, much better with animations and overall smoothness. It's really polished now.
Though some still say Oxygen OS feels a tiny bit smoother.
Maybe. Perceptions vary. But Xiaomi's HyperOS 2 is also described as insanely smooth.
Yeah.
The point is, the top skins are all playing in the same league now in terms of day-to-day fluidity.
Even Pixel UI isn't perfect, right? Sometimes it can stutter a bit, too.
Nobody's perfectly immune, yeah. But the general level of performance on high-end phones with custom skins is excellent now. And battery life, despite maybe more complex animations using a bit more GPU.
They're optimizing for that, too.
Definitely. We mentioned the OnePlus 13 getting multiple days. Samsung's flagships also have great battery life. Manufacturers are balancing features, performance, and longevity much better now. The performance gap has narrowed massively.
Okay, but the biggest criticism, historically, the one that really pushed people to stock, software updates, the delays were legendary.
Were legendary. That's the key word. This landscape has undergone a dramatic shift. It's completely different now.
How so?
Major manufacturers using skins now offer regular, reliable updates. And for their top-tier phones, the support lifespan is incredible.
Like, how long are we talking?
Well, Google Pixel and Samsung flagships, they've set a new standard. 7 years of major Android updates and security patches. 7.
Yeah, okay, that's huge. What about others?
OnePlus and OPPO flagships are offering 4 major OS versions and 5 to 6 years of security. Realm's jumping in with 4 OS versions and 6 years of security soon. And Fairphone, focusing on longevity, promises 5 OS versions and 8 to 10 years of security.
That completely demolishes the old argument about skins meaning slow or short-lived updates, at least for flagships.
Absolutely. If you buy a premium phone from these brands, you can expect years of software support, keeping your device secure and up to date. It builds loyalty and removes that huge historical drawback.
Okay, this is a really different picture than even a few years ago. So maybe let's do a quick rundown of the major players now. Just highlight their unique flavor. Samsung One UI.
Feature-packed. Lots of customization, especially with Good Lock. Powerful tools like Dex, Bixby Routines, Galaxy AI. Very smooth now. And it's 7 years of updates on flagships.
OnePlus Oxygen.
Known for elegance and smoothness. Those fluid animations are a hallmark. Has features like Zen Space. Offers 4 major OS updates, 5 to 6 year security. Evolved a lot from its near-stock roots.
Google Pixel UI.
Closest visually to stock, very clean, no bloat. Its strength is those exclusive, really useful AI features, call screen, magic eraser, snappy, consistent 7 years of updates, Xiaomi HyperOS.
Right. Successor to MIUI has its own features like the control center, ultra battery saver, known for being, quote, insanely smooth and fluid. They're offering 4 major OS and 5 years security.
OPO Color OS.
Yeah, they focus on that thoughtful design, fluidity, intelligence, advanced animations, AI productivity tools. Also 4 major OS and 5 years security.
And Nothing OS.
Ah, the different one. Very unique visual style tied to the phone's hardware design with the glyph interface. More feature-light, closer to stock and function, but visually distinct.
Yeah.
3 major OS, 4 to 6 years security.
So much diversity. That's really the strength, isn't it? You get actual choice.
Definitely. But how do users feel about all this? Are people convinced? Opinions still seem pretty varied.
They are. You still find people who strongly dislike heavier skins, who prefer the simplicity of Nothing OS or Pixel UI. That preference for minimalism hasn't vanished.
But on the flip side,
You have many users, especially Samsung fans, who say One UI is by far the best because of all the features and customization, particularly with Good Lock. They find stock Android just too bare bones.
and Oxygen OS gets a lot of love for that smoothness.
It really does. So it confirms that skins play a vital role in differentiating phones. When the hardware inside is often quite similar to high-end, the software experience is how manufacturers make their products stand out, build a brand identity, and attract specific types of users. They need these skins.
So, circling all the way back to the start, Android skins are good, actually. Seems like the current reality strongly supports that statement.
I think so. They're far more than just overlays now. They've evolved significantly.
Yeah, manufacturers have really tackled those old problems. Bloatware is more manageable, performance and fluidity are generally excellent, and update policies for flagships are fantastic, sometimes even better than Google's own timeline initially was.
And the value they add is clear.
Mhm.
The deep personalization, the unique features, the AI integrations, the hardware-software optimization, it all adds up to a more cohesive, tailored experience.
Right, and with ongoing innovation, that convergence in some design areas, plus features coming through Play services, it feels like the benefits really do outweigh the old drawbacks now. The power of Android has always been choice.
Exactly. And this ecosystem, with all these different skins, ensures you can find a smartphone experience that truly fits you.
So here's something for you, the listener, to think about as you consider your next phone. What's the one software thing you value most? Is it the deep customization, cutting-edge AI tricks, or just that buttery smooth feeling day-to-day?
And how might that preference change as these skins keep evolving and maybe even converging more in the future? Something to chew on.